Good morning from Pucallpa, Peru. I'm out here on our front porch with Lobo, hey boy, and Blackie, hey, and just looking at the foggy morning here. And let's see, we'll go inside and say good morning to Brad, who was helping to get breakfast started.
Morning.
So we're ready to have our breakfast. This is the one meal our family has together every day. And do you guys want to share something you're looking forward to today?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to actually going to the dentist today because I don't know, but I just do.
You do, all right. How about you,
That
Cole?
is a good attitude as far as the dentist goes, that's for sure.
Me going to school.
Looking forward to school.
I'm looking forward to eating my avocado and egg sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
This is a highlight of my day, every day.
Here's Coleman leaving to go to school. He always rides the motorcycle down our private road here to a place where he catches a taxi ride into school. So I thought I'd just show you him taking off there. I'm headed out here to pick up my friend Edie's. She comes today to help with cleaning our house. And she's afraid of our neighbor's dogs. So I have to go get her in the truck and bring her in. So we are headed to town. Edie's is cleaning our house and we are in the truck here. Okay, Brad, why are we going to town?
So the first thing we need to do is take this truck down to the mechanic. And what had happened is they had cleaned our tank because the diesel fuel down here is so dirty. You always have to get your tank clean. You got to change those filters all the time. Well, what happened when they when they cleaned the tank, they actually didn't put something back together quite right. And so we ran out of fuel and it was still showing a quarter tank. And we were kind of stranded for a while. Didn't go over very well with either of us, right, Rebecca? So anyway, we're going back to the mechanic shop and hopefully they can correct that to where when it shows a quarter tank, we really do have a quarter tank still in there. So that's what we're doing first, and then we go to the dentist, which Valentina is very, very excited about.
And then after that, we hope to get some of our shopping done for the trip to Nueva Luz. And we'll just take you guys along. Okay, here we are on our way in the motocar. So this is why, it's really nice to have our truck. We really, really like our truck, especially on rainy days. But it's always an adventure to ride in a motocar. It's like a motorized rickshaw. Here we are at the dentist. So Brad's gonna pay this guy 5 soles and we'll be into the dentist.
So yeah, so you missed a little part about us leaving the car there at the mechanic shop. The mechanic there wasn't nearly as excited to see me as he is sometimes because he knows that we made some sort of error in putting the tank back together with the fuel sensor and so forth. So he didn't sound super confident that he would be able to look at it right away, but hopefully by noon our truck will be ready and we'll be able to go by there again and pick it up. But yeah, that's kind of life here in Peru. As far as things go wrong, it's hard to remedy the situation sometimes. It's not very efficient as far as what you have to do to remedy the situation. But we're here waiting for Valentina to be called back into the dental office to look at those teeth.
Well, here is brave Valentina. She's gonna show us. The doctor pulled out 2 teeth. I don't know if you can see them in her little tooth box. But now the tooth fairy can come visit you. Okay, I guess our next stop is we're gonna try to buy some cell phones for some people.
All right, so we left the dentist's office and now we're headed down to pick up a couple of cell phones for the Ashenaga. They order cell phones sometimes for me to take out to the village. And it's good because it helps us keep in closer communication with them. And then I always put the Bible app on their phones when I'm the one that gets the phone for them here in town.
Valentina was hurting a little bit from the extraction, so we just went and got some ibuprofen, and now she's gonna have a cold drink. We'll go find Daddy where he is buying cell phones. We struck out on cell phones again. The other day we tried to buy them and it didn't work out because the people said that the buyers had to be here in person to give their fingerprint. So now we're at this store that has solar panels and music stuff, and Brad's trying to find, there's one of the Ashenaga wants to buy a speaker. So he's gonna see if they have it here. We found the speaker. I can't believe we're buying our neighbor one of these. So we found the cell phone, at least one cell phone that they wanted. This is how we bought it here at this store. So we're finishing up. Brad decided just to go ahead and buy the second phone here. They had asked for a Samsung, but they don't have any Samsungs that they can afford. So I guess we're gonna get another Motorola. So we just finished the cell phone purchase, and we checked on the price of a big pan. That was one of the things they wanted us to do. And now we're gonna look for a dress because one of their girls is graduating, I guess from the elementary school, and wants a blue dress. Always makes me nervous because it's hard to find good prices. I always hate to spend too much of their money. We decided to wait on the dress. I looked at a few, they were like super fancy and expensive. They were like, you could even like rent them, and I'm like, no, it's just so unpractical. So we're come quick, here come we're going to a restaurant for lunch. Here is Manu Cafe, it's one of our favorites. So we're on our way to the mall, do some more shopping. We enjoyed our lunch and feeling a little tired from running around, but hopefully we can get a few more things off our list here. The truck isn't ready yet, so we're just filling our time.
So I left Rebecca and Valentina back at the, I guess you can call it a shopping mall. And I just wanted to show you, this is where Coleman has been spending all day, here at the South America Mission MK School inside there.
So here we are in the mall. This is a store that you could just easily see in the United States. Yeah, this is where we found that blue dress. It was on sale for like less than $10, $29.99 in soles. So anyway, felt like that was a good find for Pichinjo. But now we're in this quandary of I've pretty much bought everything on my list and except our grocery shopping. But we don't know about the truck yet. They still haven't let Brad know. So what do we do? Go buy the groceries or wait?
So I made it down here to Shalom and we have a line. And this is pretty typical. So we'll see how long it takes me to get up to that counter up there.
So we're back together again. Brad got the package, and I just finished our shopping, but the truck is not ready. But Brad saw another missionary family here while I was doing shopping, and so he said maybe they could give you a ride home because they live a little bit further than us on that private road. And she said yes. So I'm waiting now for her to come, and Brad's gonna stay in town to get the truck, and I'm gonna go home with Stephanie Edgar. All right, here we are with our friends. This is Edgar and her daughter Naya. They have been so kind to take us home. So we're on our way finally, and Brad stayed at the mall waiting for the truck.
I finally got the phone call that the car is ready. So that's where we're headed now. Go pick up that car. We'll see what the deal was. All right, so I have the truck and I am now leaving. And my fuel gauge is correct now. I'm told it's been tested, and I have 3/4 of a tank. And Marcos, the mechanic, he didn't charge me anything to correct the mistake that had been made. So I'm happy about that. All right, heading home.
Well, here we are, back in our house. Yes, glad to be home.
You remember that story?
Yeah.
Yeah. And these are little booklets I'm making for Laudiano, which have different Bible stories. This is creation with images and some text. And then this one, what is God like? Ska ikandaweta kapawa. And so this kind of talks about what God is like. And then I have some more here, but the plan was today to take these, and there's a nice little area of the city, really, more than one shop, where you can go and they'll put that little spiral binding in there to make it nice as far as a booklet that you can distribute. I was going to give them to Laudiano, let him practice teaching these different parts of Genesis, to be able to use these with Laudiano and go upriver in June this time, and have him teach some of these stories and some other Ashenaga topics. So these are those 2 phones that we managed to buy downtown. And yeah, crazy world now. Just thinking about the Ashenaga buying smartphones. Almost all of them have them now, as there is satellite internet in pretty much all the Ashenaga villages.
So after we read the Bible, sometimes we share what our highlights and our hard things were for the day. So Valentina, what was your highlight today?
Buy my new shoes.
Yes, you got some new shoes. My highlight was I found Turkey Hill ice cream. It kind of melted because it was out of the freezer for a while, but tomorrow, hopefully it'll be all frozen again and we can try it. All right, so we saying good night, goodbye.
All right.